So we still watching a movie today?
Yeah.
So the best of the best?
Of course.
John Wick.
No,
Whiplash?
John Wick is the good movie. It's the best.
Whiplash
Whiplash is alright.
the best.
No. John Wick.
Whiplash.
John
Whiplash is the best of the
Old-fashioned.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No. You know what? I'll explain to you why my movie's better than yours.
You can all you want, but I'll explain to you why John Wick is better.
We'll see.
We will. You know, I was prepared for this. I just so happened to have a list of why John Wick is the more superior film to Whiplash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny that you do. Because I have a list on why Whiplash is the better film.
Really?
Okay, sorry for the ugly intro. So, we got...
I did pretty good, but okay.
Mediocre at best, but hey. You know what? You start off. Oh, actually, first, what's your name?
I am Dylan Kimmel, and
He oh, wait. Explain that you're on YouTube also.
Well, I am Dylan Kimmel. I'm also on YouTube. I haven't started any reviews or anything like that yet.
But he has a couple short films.
Yeah, just a couple. And you can actually see them. You'll provide a link down below, I assume?
Yeah, and then I'll have it flash up here also, just in case.
Okay. It's like Beetlejuice in that one commercial for, he's like advertising.
Yee-hoo! Having trouble with a living? You tired of having your home space violated? You want to get rid of them pesky living critters once and for all? Well, come on down and see me, folks, because I'm the after-night's leading bioexorcist. Yes, sir is. Come on down here, and I want to tell you, I'll do anything.
Well, anyway. Yeah. What are we doing?
We have 5 reasons why our movie is the better film.
John Wick.
And of course Whiplash, because Whiplash is better. But
let's start with the synopsis of our films, I guess. You go ahead with Whiplash.
Okay, so Andrew Neiman wants to be not a good drummer, not a great drummer, but one of the greats. And he has this guy, J.K. Simmons, as an idol. But the only problem is J.K. Simmons is kind of a dick. So it's like the psychological thrill ride between the two.
Okay. Well, John Wick is about this hitman, retired, who gets a puppy from his now deceased wife, right? A last gift. And it just so happens that a mob boss's son kills his dog, and now he's on a revenge frenzy, if you will. A killing frenzy of all the people that wronged him in that moment.
Alright.
And it's led by the one, the only, Neo. Right? Keanu Reeves. And not only that, but this leads into my number one reason why John Wick is better.
Okay.
They created a character that was a lot more cooler, a lot more bad A. Right? Well...
No, you're good.
A lot more bad A than Neo.
And which is hard, because Neo was pretty cool.
Yeah. Not only that, but it's directed by the very man who was responsible for the stunts in The Matrix.
Which...
I mean, that's just crazy.
And I felt like I'm, kind of alone here, but I really like the stunts in the second Matrix. Maybe I'm the only one, but I liked it.
I felt like there was a lot of negative stuff about it that it could have fixed and everything, but there's certainly worse movies out there than Matrix Reloaded or The Matrix Revolutions. So,
But okay, so that's your number one. That's cool, I guess. But Whiplash has the best quote, second best quote in any movie.
second best quote.
Yes, the first best quote is obviously "I know," which
From Star Wars Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah.
Han Solo.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't care what movie comes out that has great quotes. That will always be the best quote.
I know.
But I got a screenshot of the quote in Whiplash because I would butcher it otherwise. There are no two words in the English language more harmful than "good job." That I love because it's true.
Yeah.
If they said that, Charlie Parker did a good job, then he would have never been Charlie Parker. He would have just been a good musician.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a funny thing, because when I'm, writing my screenplays or anything like that, one thing that I despise is "good job" being said about it.
Yeah.
Because I know that it could be even better, It could always be better.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, number 2. Speaking of good job. Phenomenal job on the world building of John Wick. So much mythology, so much under, the roots of John Wick in this movie.
I'll give you that because
Yeah.
John Wick, and that's why I like the second one so much is
They
because
dive
it
deeper
dived
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, that, like I said, John Wick's good, and that's one thing I can say about John Wick is, I love the mythology in it. I love. I wanted to know more about each little thing.
Yeah, and you don't see that in every movie. The mythology, what is the Continental? What.
More importantly, you don't care in most movies.
Right.
There's a lot of movies that have different stuff that we don't have, but you just throw it aside. You don't really care.
This is off the walls here, but imagine how different of a movie it would have been, like most other, Hitman movies, if they dived deeper into the mythology of the world and everything. They just dive into the characters, really. But in John Wick, they did so much more than just dive into the character of John Wick. They dived into the character of the world around him.
Yeah. That I really like that. So my number 2 is it has one of the greatest endings, and I'll tell you why. Like I said, throughout the movie, it's like this psychological up and down. But Fletcher, J.K. Simmons' character, in the end, he tries to mess up Andrew Newman's career because he messed up Fletcher's career. But while he's trying to mess up his career, he realizes that Andrew Neiman is becoming the new Charlie Parker, and he realized that he finally created one of the greats. So it went from trying to tear him down because he tore him down to trying to make him known as one of the greats, which I think is not only a great ending, but a great character development, I think.
That is very cool. That is very interesting. I do like that. Well, speaking of making people, seem as though they're not good people or anything like that, the craziest thing in John Wick is by far that the villains of the movie, unlike Whiplash, where they're both facing each other because they're thinking, ooh, it's more so, I don't want to face you, because the villains are terrified of John Wick. I love that. I've never seen that before in a movie.
Yeah, well, and like you were saying earlier, one of my favorite parts in John Wick is the he killed his dog. Oh, yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so, right, okay, there's John Leguizamo who's in this movie, right? And he plays this car dealership guy or whatever, and the son of this mafia guy decides to, one, kill John Wick's dog, and then two, steal his car. Okay, well, John Leguizamo's character, he sees this, he's like, where'd you get that car? Punches him in the gut, and then the son runs over to his daddy. Wow, I got hit in the stomach.
And like a pretty caring dad, he's like, what? What happened?
He's like, oh, someone hit me in the stomach, eh? Well, he killed his dog and stole his car.
Okay.
John Wick's? Oh, son, you deserved it.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I like that. I liked the fact that it showed that, because he's a big guy, the mob boss dude, but
Yeah.
even him
is terrified of John Wick.
One cool thing, going back to Whiplash, is, I don't know if y'all know, but Miles Teller, which I think is an amazing actor, he's also an amazing drummer. So, when he got the Whiplash, he not only was a good drummer, he started practicing more. So you can tell when in a movie they're really passionate about whatever they're doing, and he's actually passionate about drumming. So it just works out that he's in a drumming movie, which I think is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you what. That makes me think about my list here. And one of the cool things I have to say about this movie is Willem Dafoe. Okay? Willem Dafoe. Now hear me out. He's one of those people that you just love to see in a movie, you know?
Death Note.
Even though Death Note was, you enjoyed it because of him voicing that character.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, and he was great in Falling Out of Stars.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, he plays this dick, which is kind of easy to see.
Yeah, he has that, you know, creepy look about him, which I've seen the pictures, and I'm sure everyone else has, of him, you know, as the Joker or something, like a fan.
Fan made.
Yeah, he could be a pretty cool Joker. Maybe in the older Batman universe, though, because he's just too old right now, I think. But anyways, Willem Dafoe plays the best friend of Keanu in this movie, and I love the character dynamic between the two. Because
did you say Keanu?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Did I say what? Keanu.
Hey, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I got tongue-tied, okay? But anyways, he's the coolest person. Well, one of the coolest person. The number one being John Wick, but number two, and then number three is Ian McShane as the.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. Well, a thing I liked about Whiplash is it makes you motivated. Like, all the things that I like doing YouTube. It made me motivated to do more YouTube videos. I like reading. It made me motivated to read more. I don't like homework, and it didn't make me motivated to do that. But all the other stuff, it made me motivated to do. And that, I like when a movie does that. Just like any movie with Vin Diesel, makes me motivated to work out. I never work out, but I'm motivated to work out. So,
I think you have I think you misunderstood the meaning of motivation.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Well, speaking of motivation, this movie has me motivated.
To kill people?
Well, not really kill people, but use guns in a cool way, because the gun fu in this movie is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Gun fu has been used before in movies, like Equilibrium. And have you seen Equilibrium? Well, it has Christian Bale in it and Sean Bean.
Well, any
So,
movie with Christian Bale, I assume,
yeah.
is going to be good.
But there's gun fu in this movie. But I think they took it to the next level, because in John Wick, the gun fu seems much more real. Like, okay, that's possible. That is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But, and not only that, but Reeves, he trained like crazy on the movie. So,
Oh, yeah, you can definitely tell.
and like you watch a movie like Equilibrium, and the gun fu is very. It's more like.
Okay.
Well, have you seen the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
No, but I know what movie you're talking about.
Okay, so you know the little fight scenes
Yeah.
in that movie. It's kind of like
I've seen it on Facebook.
it's kind of floaty or something
Yeah.
about it. Well, it's the same thing with Equilibrium with the gunfights, sort of. Like, the gun fu in that movie really, while as John Wick, it amps it up. It amps it up real high. So, that's my final argument about John Wick.
My final one, although Andrew Neiman / Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons' character, although those two did amazing, I love the supporting cast. I can't say the names just because I'm not good with actors' names other than the main ones.
Yeah.
But Neiman's dad did really good on, because he kind of failed not failed in life, but he wasn't where he wanted to be, and that was kind of the opposite for Neiman. Neiman wanted to never be like that, and then Fletcher kind of egged that on, which really helped in the movie. And even the smaller characters, like Neiman has a girlfriend for a brief second until he realizes that she's gonna ruin his drumming career. And even the small parts that she's in, she does great. And I love it. At the dinner table, his brother, he big football star, super cool to everyone. Miles Teller's character was basically saying that it was his whole thing was a joke because no one really liked Neiman's big whiplash or big drumming thing.
Yeah.
They thought it wasn't gonna get him anywhere. The brother was like,
I got a reply for you, Andrew. You think Carlton football's a joke? Come play with us.
4 words you will never hear from the NFL.
I had a little mishap.
yeah. So our length time was over 20 minutes. We didn't know that it was supposed to
The SIM card's limit was only 20 minutes. We thought it was unusual that it ended so
exactly
perfectly.
20 minutes.
But
okay.
we got it through. We got through it.
Yeah. So, which one do you like more? Did you like Whiplash? Did you like John Wick? And which one gave the better argument? Comment below and let me know. And like I said, David. Okay. Check Dylan out. So the reason we just died right there is in the original cut when we didn't have to redo everything. I accidentally called him David.
Who's David?
I don't know, but which one gave the better argument. Subscribe to him if you haven't already. Subscribe to me if you like the content, and we'll see you next time.